Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of the 12th Man. Now that we've gotten the semi-finals out of the way, I think it's time to discuss. Let's start with France and Belgium first, huh?
Yeah, it was definitely the
Were you
clash.
supporting anyone out of these two? Did you have a favorite?
Not really. I didn't want Belgium to win because they had majority of the United players.
Hey,
I mean,
so did France, huh?
it
Okay.
would sound so wrong having Marwan Fellaini World Cup winner, right? So
I no, that would be meme like over 9,000.
yeah,
I would love it.
so
I
so
was hoping.
definitely I was kind of rooting for France to win, but it was definitely a
Yeah.
clash of titans with France and Belgium, and
Yes.
I think
Yeah.
France completely dominated the first half. Or well, they kind of overpowered, not dominated, but they kind of had more of the ball. I would say Hazard was okay.
Really?
Actually
No, it
no,
was the other way
no.
around. Belgium had more possession, right? Belgium had like some 70% possession actually in
Yeah,
the
actually,
first half.
I'd actually have to say that it was more end-to-end stuff rather than.
Oh yeah, there were. I felt like there was more chances in for Belgium in the first half.
Mm,
Like I don't know the way I saw it. I thought Belgium was actually they had opportunities, and like Lukaku had a header at one or two, and like if
yeah,
they were a little bit more clinical, it might have worked
Alderweireld
out.
and
But
Laurie with that crazy save.
yeah,
Yeah,
right, definitely.
I kind of, yeah, I would agree that Belgium did have majority of their chances at least in the first half, and it was pretty end-to-end stuff. Nervous both ends as to who is gonna
Hmm.
unlock the or who's gonna come up with the breakthrough. But we this was the problem that we had, that Belgium were gonna play more, whether they were gonna
Attacking
play attackingly, but like as a
or
team
possession
or
based. Yeah.
individualistic. And here I could say Kevin De Bruyne had an awful game. Some of his,
Terrible. I feel like not enough people are talking about this.
yeah,
Kevin De Bruyne's game, like there was points where I was looking at him, I was like, hey, this guy's actually given up. Like this was later on in the
yeah,
game. You look at him and he'd make a pass,
yeah,
like a pass was coming to him clearly, but he let it go to the play next to him.
yeah.
And then he didn't. When
And
he received the ball back, he was like,
I
"What?"
think the only threatening player for Belgium was Hazard. And oh,
Yeah,
we got
Hazard
a
was like,
full
"I'm
show
gonna
of
take it
what
on me."
Could do.
Yeah, right. It was nice to watch.
And on the other end, we had the Mbappe show again. I mean, that
Right.
guy.
I feel like okay. On another point, I feel like this games is actually the perfect embodiment of what I've been talking
Mhm.
about this new trend in football. Like how different ages are different kinds of football. Like the 80s were famous for Ajax is total
Yeah.
football, the Dutch is total football. And you have different things that happen over time. And I think we've come to this age where teams that sit back,
Hmm.
that are compact and tight, and work together as a unit and sit back and sit on a low block and sit right in front of the goal and then counter surgically are the ones that are actually coming up in the past few years. Like Leicester, like Chelsea, now like United, Atletico Madrid too.
Yeah. Yeah.
And considering
Madrid,
both these
yeah.
teams, I would
Correct.
yeah.
Correct.
So considering both these teams, I would have said on paper they both almost as good as each other.
Yeah. At least
Yeah.
in terms of the number of stars, they both have the same number of big
Right,
stars. Okay. In terms of
right.
that, they were equal on paper. It just came down to who had the better day, and France definitely
And
did.
tactics.
Yeah, and
Hmm.
I was calling Umtiti a liability, and he certainly was one of the weakest defenders for France. But he was the one who popped up with the first goal and the only goal for France with that header.
Hmm.
And yeah,
Right,
with
right.
that 1-0, Belgium kind of gave up second half towards the end because they weren't
You
getting
could
their
see
passes
that
right.
because it made sense. Because like what happened was like even I was thinking about it. I was like, man, this is where like mentality comes through because Belgium had so much possession and they were finding it so difficult to break down France, and a team that faced with like that ends up scoring against you, then now you're like, where am I gonna get? I couldn't get my first goal even. Where am I gonna get two more goals after
Yeah,
this?
and actually
You
France
know?
had some of the better opportunities towards the end. I mean, Tolisso missed.
Yeah. Hmm.
I remember somebody else. I think Tolisso missed twice or something. Or yeah, they had
Hmm.
easy. Giroud obviously missed
Yeah,
so
Giroud had
many.
so
I
many
mean,
chances.
Mbappe was laying it on a platter for him. This guy would just miss it. He was
Right.
10 seconds slower than the rest of the French team.
Yeah.
And
Yeah. Definitely.
but that didn't matter for France. They eventually won, Allez les Bleus, and they are
Yeah.
through to their, I mean, final since 2000, no, 98. No, sorry, 2006, of course. Yeah, yeah. So their first final after 2006, and they'll hoping for a second star on their badge. But who do they
Yeah.
take
Like.
on?
So yeah, we will get to that in this next video. So far, I think deservedly France made it to the final. So hoping for another 2000, not another 2006. Hopefully, Mbappe, keep your head to yourself. Uh, anyway, let's hope for exciting fun. Let's see who France is facing in the final on the next video. Thanks for tuning in. We'll catch you guys soon. Bye bye.